Hey y'all, it's Betsy, and today we have a different kind of video. I know I've been gone for about a week and a half. As you know, we were moving my studio back from home back to my shop. Been kind of crazy. And then on top of that, I got a staph infection in my head. You can't really tell on camera, but there is a scar right here, and it's still not completely healed, but it's doing much better. But let me tell you, if you've ever had staph infection, it is always easy to get it again after you've had it once. And getting it in your face is not fun because I woke up and like this whole side of my face was swollen. So I wasn't feeling great for a few days. So y'all have to let me know down below what y'all think of the lighting, the sound, all that fun kind of stuff. But while I've been gone, there has been so much stuff going on in the beauty community, which is a community that I follow wholeheartedly. Now, you know that my main channel is the DIY crafting because that's what I do for work and I love it. But where my passion is makeup. I mean, as you can see, I've got makeup galore. You know, it's one of those things that I feel like it just makes me happy, I guess is the best way to put it. Oh, and if you're wondering what's on my face, I've got the new Natasha Denona bronze palette on my eyes and the bronze cheek palette on my cheeks. I'm gonna do a review over it. It's pretty awesome. But with everything that's been happening in the beauty community, and you can use this for any community as well, it had me thinking, and I was nervous about posting this, but I decided to go ahead and do it. And it's kind of a tag video. If you're interested or finding out what your favorite creators think about certain things, I thought this was a good video to get the conversation started. And it's over controversial brands. When and why do you stop supporting? Because there have been quite a few brands that have had major controversies between Lime Crime, Huda Beauty, Jeffree Star, ABH, Too Faced, Tarte, Makeup Geek, Juvia's Place, Beauty Blender, Kat Von D, The Ordinary, Jaclyn Hill, Morphe, Laura Lee, Los Angeles, Sunday Riley. So there have been a ton. So I've thought about questions that I wanted to ask myself because of everything that's happened. And I was interested in finding out from other creators that I watch. So, number one, what is a line crossing moment? Because some scandals are considered small, some scandals are considered huge. For me, all the stuff that's came out here lately about Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, I'm not gonna support the Jeffree Star brand anymore. And that is because, you know, yes, I knew that he had apologized for things that he had done in his past. And even though it wasn't my place to forgive, I felt like, you know, maybe he had changed. And I was very interested in his makeup. But now it's just gotten to be too much and it's not worth it to me. So I'm no longer supporting Jeffree Star. I stopped supporting Kat Von D whenever everything came out with the anti-vax because, you know, when you're in a position to spread messages and you're going to spread false information, I just don't think that that's a good thing to do. So I'm not going to give my money to brands that do that. Number two is if a brand apologizes, does it make a difference? I think in certain situations that it can. Like, I'm trying to think of the best ones that I feel like have apologized that it actually has made me change my mind about. You know, Tarte, I feel like, you know, after their controversy with the shades in foundation for the face tape foundation, when it was only light colors that were released in that foundation, that they apologized and they have been releasing, whenever they've released anything else, they haven't made that mistake again. So in certain instances, I think that apologizing does make a difference, but not in every case. And sometimes it may take a while to be able to forgive. Number three, if a brand sells to another company, does it change your opinion? Such as Kat Von D is now KVD, Vegan Discovery Beauty or something like that. Or The Ordinary sold out to I think L'Oreal. Lime Crime has sold out. Now I think for myself personally that if the previous owner who has had all the controversies such as Lime Crime has absolutely nothing to do with the brand or Kat Von D, that it's okay to start supporting it again. That's my personal opinion. You don't have to hold it. And that's just how I look at things. Because if they're not making the money off of it, I don't feel bad, and I don't want, if I'm interested in something, I don't want to just discount a brand because they used to be owned by somebody else, I guess, if that makes sense. So, number 4, is it easier to forgive a brand without a face? Now, the reason why I say this is because, you know, a lot of your favorite brands, we know who the owner is. You know, people know who ABH's owner and CEO is. It's either Anastasia or Norvina. With Too Faced, it's, I can't think of his name, but does that make it where you feel like you have a personal relationship with them and want to forgive them? Myself personally, having a face associated with the brand doesn't make it where I want to forgive a brand easier. I think I hold that a little bit more accountable than brands that are faceless. Because to me, a brand that is faceless, there are a lot of people making that decision. Even though it may not be true, that's just kind of how I feel about it. Number 5, do you think it was easier before social media? Now, for someone like me, you know, I'm going to be 37 this Saturday. Scary age group. But I was around before social media. You know, we started using chat rooms when I was in middle school and high school. So that was like the first real form of social media. And before there was social media, I feel like you didn't know what was going on. I think the only thing I ever remember, and it was because it was on like a forensic files, was like the Max Factor error murdering someone. But other than that, like, I had no idea what was controversial and what wasn't. You know, I wasn't watching the news, so unless it was right in front of my face, I didn't know what happened. So I think that social media has made it easier for us to see everything that happens. Number 6, do you think drama or commentary channels paint brands in a bad light? My honest opinion is no. I think if they mess up and someone wants to speak about it so other people know about it, I think that's a good thing. Now, spreading drama that is based on hearsay, I don't believe in that. You know, you got to have some facts. You got to have some receipts to back up what you're saying. But I don't think that having the information out there and people to put it all in one place so you can see it is a bad thing. Number 7, do you have an untouchable brand? So this can be looked at 2 ways. A brand that, for the most part, it doesn't matter what they do, you're going to continue to support them. Or a brand that has done something so bad that you don't think you'll ever support them again. So, for me, for the bad brand is Jeffree Star. I definitely feel like at this point, there's not anything that could happen that would make me want to support that brand again. I mean, I'm fixing to declutter all the makeup that I have by them because I don't even want it in the background on my videos. And do I think that any brand is untouchable? No. Now, do I hope that like Pat McGrath and Natasha Denona don't have any major controversies? Yes, because I love those brands. But would I stop using them in a heartbeat if they started doing crazy stuff? Yes. Okay. Number 9. If you decide to quit using a brand, number 8. If you decide to quit using a brand, what do you do with the products? No, I think if you're just a normal consumer at home, getting rid of the products, I wouldn't do it. I mean, I spent good money on it. I'm gonna use it till it's gone or until it goes bad. Now, for someone who's like me, who does videos and has the stuff in the background, I'm not going to keep it. I'm not gonna use it on my channel, and I have way too much stuff that I like that I'm going to use. So I'm going to declutter the things that from brands that I won't use anymore. Now, there are some exceptions to the rule, like with Kat Von D. Right before all the controversy came out, my husband bought me for an anniversary the 10th anniversary palette. And I also have the Saint Center palette. Did I get rid of those? No. They had some emotional attachment to me, so I held on to those. But other than that, yes, I would definitely get rid of it. Number 9, this is a tricky one. If a brand you don't support comes out with an item that you want, do you buy it in secret? Now, for myself personally, I'm not going to. Can't imagine. I mean, again, just give it long enough and like Makeup Revolution or e.l.f. or someone's going to make a cheaper version of it anyway, especially for the brands you don't support. But you know, I think that that could be very tricky for some people, especially if it's something that you're like, oh my goodness, and you hear, like, say it's a foundation and everybody talks about how amazing it is. It's like you would have that drive to want to check it out, but you know, are you going to? That's the question. And last but not least, do you feel the need to explain why you do or don't support a brand? For myself personally, since I'm in the public eye, and mainly not with this channel. I mean, this channel I've got, you know, 5,000 subscribers. Not a huge amount. You know, I could keep my mouth shut and never say anything and it really not affect anything. But my other channel, I'm bigger. So if like my crafting companies started having major controversy, yes, I would stop supporting a brand, and I would say why I stopped supporting a brand. You know, when you're out there and you're putting your face out there and you're talking to anybody and you're influencing, even though I don't feel like I'm an influencer, but you're influencing people to buy products, you have to have morals and you have to have a way to say what's on your mind and to get the points out there, I guess is the best way to put it. Like, if something matters, I'm gonna say something. Now, there are certain things I'm not gonna open my mouth about, you know. I was talking to a friend about this the other day, that, you know, most of the time, I don't post my opinion about things. Doesn't matter. But there are a few instances that I do say what's important, like supporting Black Lives Matter and supporting science, that I think are extremely important. So take with that what you will. So, tag your favorite influencers or beauty bloggers or however you want to refer to people and see what their thoughts are if you're interested in. As I said, I just wanted to state my opinions and then also hope to see if anybody else wants to say it. So now we should be getting back to our typical Monday, Wednesday, Friday video schedule. But I guess that's it. So we shall see y'all on Wednesday. Bye.